Greetings, Earthlings. Check out this mug. It's a pretty sexy one. Probably the sexiest one I've seen. Look at that. My mama gave it to me. So I want to talk a little bit about habits, because at the end of the day, habits, it's really what's going to lead us to our whole life, whether we have the right habits or the good habits or bad habits, because our habits will lead us to our choices, and each one of our choices will lead to a certain type of lifestyle. Whether right now we have a good life, a bad life, a decent life, it's because we made just choices that led us to where we are now, whether we like it or not. The good thing about that, though, is that we can change it. So by changing our habits, ultimately we'll be able to change our life. A perfect example would be our eating habits. If we have bad eating habits, then what's gonna happen? What's gonna be our result? We're gonna be obese. We're gonna be overweight. Kombucha, good habit. Let me see. Chips and salsa, not so good. Coffee, very good habit. If you have good eating habits, then of course you're gonna feel good, look good, taste good, and just live a healthy lifestyle overall. And ultimately, I'm pretty sure that's what we all want, right? In my case, I don't always have made the best choices. My habits aren't all that great all the time. But whenever I set my mind to just have better habits and do better things for myself, then I'll do it. Right now, sometimes it's kind of hard. Cheesecake, man, I love that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's all about balance, right? If you just cut everything out, cold chicken, cold turkey, whatever, then you'll probably fall back. If you're just like from one day to the next, you're just like, screw it, I'm going to cut everything out. No more Oreos, no more Doritos, nothing. Then you'll probably be good for like a week or two, and then poof, fall back and eat like 10,000 calories in one day. So we don't want that, right? So we just want to progressively improve our habits. So the first one would be waking up early. Whether you are employed, unemployed because of corona, whatever, self-employed, doesn't matter. Whatever time you normally wake up to go to work or do whatever you have to do, just wake up early. Just make it 1 hour at first, right? So if you normally wake up at 7, wake up at 6. If you normally wake up at 6, wake up at 5. And what that's gonna do, it's just gonna, one, it's just more peaceful in the morning. Everyone's sleeping. You don't hear the cars. If you live with your family, you don't hear everyone just walking around making noise. You just have that time for yourself to grow, to read, to meditate, to exercise, whatever it is. But you have that time to maybe get ahead with your work, and that's a perfect time for you to be able to take care of that and just get that peace of mind. I mean, if you really want to be successful, then we gotta mirror the successful people. Elon Musk wakes up like at 5 in the morning, something like that. The Rock, he wakes up like at 3:30 or 4. That is a beast. So he can start working out. But by like 8 in the morning, he already did 2 workouts. Maybe you don't need 2 workouts, but just an example. And yeah, there's just different examples of successful people that always wake up early in the morning just to get stuff done. So we want to be able to do that as well. And also, we all have 24 hours in a day. So the more we structure our day and just be able to plan it out, have time blocks for each and every other thing that we gotta do, it's just gonna make our life way easier. We're gonna get more done, and we're gonna feel good about ourselves because we're doing so. And of course, that's gonna boost our confidence, and then we're gonna be able to do more, set more goals, accomplish them, and so on and so forth. But yeah, go wake up early, 1 hour earlier. The next week, another hour until you get no sleep. Kidding. But yeah, just do that, and you'll see that how it's just gonna impact your life big time. You're gonna get so much done. You're gonna get motivated to do more, and next thing you know, you're gonna take over the world. So the next one, guys, it's reading. Books are gonna be your greatest school. You're learning from the greatest minds of all time. everything that you need to know, you can find it in a book. If you're interested in a certain subject, I don't know, psychology, finances, anything, self-development, you go read a book on it, on somebody that's pretty much that's been in their field for their whole life, and then they wrote a book. They took all that knowledge and just plastered it onto paper. So you're reading that, and then you're learning from that person's life experiences. That way you don't have to go through that and learn the hard way. You learn from that person's mistakes, that person's wins, and you can apply it to your own life, right? So by you doing that, of course, it's going to compress time. You're going to be able to learn and then apply whatever it is that you learned onto your own life. And then just, if that person was successful with those whatever tools they had in 10 years, because they went through all these ups and downs, by you learning from that book, that person's failures, that person's wins, then it might take you half the time, maybe 5 years, maybe 3 years, maybe 2 years, who knows, right? But the point is, I've learned way more from reading than what I learned in school. Also in school, I kind of like want to force you to do stuff, and I never liked that. I was kind of a rebel. But at the end of the day, it's true. Like so many people have, because you learn skills that you won't learn in school. You learn about leadership. You learn about how to be more confident, how to do public speaking. Even though I know this is not public speaking, I'm speaking to a phone, a camera. Hello, but still, like at the end of the day, this is something that I would have never done before. This is like way out of my comfort zone, like I've said in the last video. But yeah, like seriously, like I can't really emphasize enough how important to read is. Damn that accent. But yeah, I think you get the point. Basically, what you're just trying to do is open up your brain, take out the bad stuff, put in the good stuff, close it up, and then just do great stuff, right? And trust me, just by doing that, you don't even have to get crazy reading like 3 hours a day. Like no, like don't do that, because then you're probably gonna fall asleep. So just start with either 10 pages a day, 15 minutes to 30 minutes. The more you can, the better. Of course, it's gonna help you, but as long as you're doing it on like consistently, that's what really matters. If you're gonna read, be like, oh, you know, I'm gonna read one book a day, or I don't know, something crazy like that. Yeah, you might be excited at first, and you might do it for like the first 3 days, but then you're gonna like drop the book and just not read for like another 3 months, right? So even if you start with 10 pages a day, right, 10 pages or one chapter or 15 minutes, whatever, but do it consistently every single day, that's just gonna compound, right, over time. And at the end of the year, you're gonna read, I don't know, 10, 15, 20 books, whatever, maybe less, maybe more, who knows. But you're gonna be expanding your mind over time. What you're doing is you're getting so much positivity, so much knowledge, so much wisdom, and you're gonna be like, man, like, you know what, like I can do more. You might want to start your own business. You might want to, I don't know, create a YouTube channel, whatever it is that you might be into. But yeah, you'll start doing something at some point, because you're gonna feel more confident. You're just gonna be just wanting more out of life, and that's the whole idea behind it. And just become a better person. The next one is working out. And I'm not saying you gotta go work out, have crazy workouts 3 hours a day, twice a day, and get like super huge, super ripped, and just go, I don't know, bodybuilding, right? No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you gotta at least have some movement in your day, 30, 45 minutes a day. That's gonna be good, because of course, one, it's gonna help you feel good, and the better you feel, the more you can go out there and do what it is that you have to do. Go out, conquer the world, go work on your business, on your job, whatever it is. It's your passion, it's what you're doing, it's your purpose. You can have more energy to do that, right? And also alongside with that, you're gonna start looking better, So you're gonna look yourself in the mirror, you're gonna be happy with yourself, it's gonna boost your confidence, and you're just gonna keep moving, right? Keep moving. And it's just gonna really help you overall with your confidence, self-esteem, in your business, in your personal life, uh, your sexual life. You would think that, oh, you know what, like I'm gonna work out and it's gonna like drain all my energy and then I won't have energy for the day. But no, in reality, it's what it does is it'll help you actually be more energized throughout the whole day, and you're just gonna feel good. You're gonna get that, like, you're gonna want to do more. It's gonna be way better than caffeine for sure. Even though I love my coffee, start small, go out for a walk, 1 mile, half a mile, and then increase that the week after. Um, Implement some weightlifting for 30 to 45 minutes, and trust me, it's gonna make you feel amazing, and you're gonna want to go out there and just take over the world. The next one is meditating. And I know for a lot of people, especially men, this one can be a little more like, oh no, I don't want to do that. Like, come on, man, come on. How am I gonna just sit down, concentrate on nothing, just breathing and not think about anything? How's that gonna help? But yeah, it's actually proven to help people with anxiety, depression, negative thoughts. I can attest to that, honestly. I used to be a very aggressive person. Pretty much all my adult life, growing up, I was very aggressive. But ever since I started meditating, reading, and doing all this that I'm talking about, just my life has improved tremendously. And meditating itself has been a huge part of that, because I would always be getting thoughts. We all are. We're always getting thoughts. And honestly, not always the best thoughts. They can be very, very, very toxic sometimes, very negative. That we just our self talk. Like you're not enough. You're not attractive enough. You're not this. You're not that. And by meditating, what that has done for me, it's just made me more of a calm person. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying I don't get mad. I still get upset, but not nearly as much as I used to before. Because you're just creating that awareness as well. When you're meditating, and a thought just boop pops out, then you can observe yourself thinking that thought. Not sure if that makes any sense, but you're like, huh? Okay, I'm thinking this. Why am I thinking this? And what's the reason behind it? And you start getting to know yourself better and controlling your thoughts instead of your thoughts controlling you. Because that's what we do for the most part. We let our brains control us instead of us controlling our brains and our thoughts. So once you're able to have awareness of yourself, of your thoughts, of your negative patterns and limiting beliefs, then you can start changing that and just creating that time for yourself of peace and knowing, okay, I'm thinking this, but I'm not gonna let it control me, control my life. And definitely it just made me a better person overall, to be honest. Like I said, I was a very aggressive person, and ever since I started meditating, I've just changed big time, because being a man is not about who's the toughest, who's the most macho man. Like, oh man, like, what are you looking at, bro? Like, and then like get into a fight, which I used to be that, to be honest, and I'm not proud of it. But now I just keep to myself. I try to be as calm as possible, because being a man is about being calm and just doing the right things, not reacting, right? And I'm sure if you guys try it out and just start meditating, you're gonna be more at peace with yourself, and people are gonna be more attracted to you. I'm not saying in a physical way, but just the way you are. They're gonna be like, man, like being with this person's like, I feel calm, I feel at peace with this person, and you guys will see the difference. And last but not least is having an attitude of gratitude. I know that a lot of times we can get a little overwhelmed because we're not where we're at in life, or we're not doing the right things, or just anything that might be going on in your life, that we start being ungrateful. Like, oh, why me? oh, why am I not where I want to be? Why am I not making the money that I want to make? Why don't I have the perfect boyfriend or girlfriend? Whatever the case might be, we have to realize that we all have something to be grateful for. All of us, right? Maybe some more than others. Maybe some like are better off. Maybe some other people are not doing as great. But I'm pretty sure if you really look in your life and yourself, you can find something to be grateful for, whether it be you having a warm meal, a roof over your head, a place to sleep, I don't know, some a little bit of money, and you can actually go out and have for a drink, for a burger with your friends, a girlfriend, a boyfriend that cares for you. Maybe of course you guys have issues, but at the end of the day, they're still there for you, your family, anything really that if you really look, you'll find something, and I bet you, I can guarantee you that it's gonna be more than one thing. So for myself too, ever since I started implementing this, everything started changing. From me having that victim mindset of, oh, why me? Oh man, why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? I'm whatever years old, and I am not where I want to be. And I was just miserable. And ever since I started having this other mindset of just being attitude of gratitude, everything started changing. Like I'm having a warm meal and I'm thanking God. I believe in God, whatever you believe in. So, but just be grateful for that, whatever that might be that you're experiencing. Maybe you're, I don't know, watching TV with all of your family. Just be grateful for that moment because you're experiencing quality time with your family. So, again, for me, ever since I started having a different mindset towards things, I started becoming more happy. Because it's not a destination, but happiness, it's the journey to that destination. So by us being grateful for what we have, we're automatically putting it out there that and we'll get more by being grateful for what we have. And I've experienced several things that I'm just so grateful, and then I don't know, maybe I'm going through a situation, but nonetheless I'm still being grateful because maybe that situation it's a lesson, right? It's gonna teach me something. And believe it or not, yeah, I end up receiving something good out of it, whether it be a lesson or something else. But I'm like, damn, that's crazy how this works. So definitely, guys, I really want to encourage you to just be grateful for what you have. I'm also pretty sure that if you look back into something that you might have thought was a curse, that you're like, oh no, and then later on it turned out to be a blessing, right? Maybe you got fired and then you got a better job, right? That's a perfectly good example. Maybe your girlfriend or boyfriend broke up with you, and maybe you were super depressed at first, but then, hey, you got a new boyfriend or girlfriend, and you're much happier than you were with the previous person. So definitely just be grateful, guys, and yeah, talk to you guys next time. So here I have my whiteboard, and like it says 21-day challenge. So this is me getting back on track with my habits. So right now I'm on day 3, and I still gotta finish this thing over here. So waking up at 6, reading and studying the Bible on audio. That's kind of like business. Meditating and working out. And if I don't do that, any one of those things, then I gotta start over. So yeah, that's just an example that you guys maybe can apply to your life. That way you can get back on track or just implement a new habit.